Hey guys, welcome to 3 Mississippi. Sid here. I think Mike will be out. She's tied up. I was just getting everything set up and got back from running Frankie around. So, hello, good evening. Happy Wednesday. I sound much better today, as you can tell, maybe you can't. If you watched today's Sip and Spillin', it was supposed to be yesterday's Sippin' and Spillin', but I was really under the weather. Started on Sunday. I woke up not feeling great Sunday, but I was like, oh, maybe if I get up and shower and like get ready and like whatever, I'll feel better. Um, it didn't really happen, but I went ahead and took everybody to church. And then after church, I was like, I'm going to bed. I was like, I'm done. It has arrived. So, and then Monday, I basically spent the whole day in bed. And then, but yesterday, I did a few things and kind of chilled a little bit. We filmed Sipping and Spilling, and that basically took up all my energy. And then today, I actually like cleaned the house and like, had a little bit more of a normal day. So, um, I feel significantly better than I did. I still feel like I could go and crawl into bed. I feel like my camera's crooked. It doesn't look crooked on screen, but when I'm looking at it, it looks crooked and it's really throwing off my whole Zen vibe. But yeah, so I'm still not 100%, but I'm definitely uh better than I was like 2 days ago. So winning, I suppose. So there we go. Let's see. Hey Jen. Hey Dano. Hello, Randall Grun Lund. Well, I can't talk today either. My mouth isn't working properly. Southern Blessed Homestead, what's going on? Steve C, what's going on, guys? Hello. Thank you, Lonely Hitchhiker. Kent, yes, I am feeling better. I'm glad I'm feeling better. I don't, when you're the mom and the wife, you can't really be sick. Like, it's really, like, it just throws everything into a grinding halt. And so when I get sick, I try to really minimize it to like 2 or 3 days. Like 3 days is if it's a really bad flu. And so this was really like one full day of not adulting. So basically, Monday, I did not adult at all. Yesterday, I adulted a little bit. Sunday, I adulted a little bit. Today, I adulted a fair amount. Uh, so I feel like progress was made. But yeah. And I was smart because on Sunday, I had to wait for Frankie to get out of choir practice. And then I was like, well, I'm going to run by the store real quick. And I got a couple things that I knew I needed. And I was like, because I was like, it's coming. I feel it coming around the mountain. So I was like, I'm going to go to the store now so I don't have to worry about it. So it was good. But yeah, thank you, Heather. Yeah, I am feeling better. Like I said, I still feel like I need a couple more good night's sleep and some rest. And I'm still, keeping my fluids up and like, you know, trying to be good. But yeah, I'm gonna have salad for dinner tonight. I'm gonna feel I'm gonna feel good. I'm gonna give myself some vegetables. I'll be good. So let's see. Being sick does suck. Yes, LD. I agree. It does. It's not pleasant. And I just always feel so like there's just not much like you're just kind of like you get behind on stuff so fast and yeah, luckily I was already behind on stuff, so there wasn't anything waiting for me yet. So it was kind of like, okay, I'm behind to the point where it's okay that I'm behind, I guess, if that makes sense. But you know, we'll see. Um, Indian hemlock. Bet you guys are glad you left California. Yes, we are glad we left California. We love it here. Um, there's things about the old house, the old property that we miss. Um, but we love this house and we love this property and we love the people here. And um, yeah, I mean, we wouldn't trade it. I'm not definitely not the type that's like, oh man, I wish we'd never done this. No, 100% no. Um, is it a change? Yes. Is it an adjustment? Yes. We went from having a grocery store, less than a mile away to now, it's a good drive into town. But it's really still closer than where the grocery store was to our first house. So it's like you know, it's okay. Like you get used to it, I guess. So, and you're here now too, Jen. Yes, that's right. And you made chili for dinner. Look at you. So, so yeah, but Mike was teasing me too because he was kind of like, "Oh, if you don't get better fast, then all of your like being healthy and working out is useless." So, but I'm doing much better today. So, um, I mean, I still have my throat's still a little gravelly, but nothing like it was, and I feel like I have more pep in my step. So you think I have more pep in my step?
I heard you talking smack about me there.
I
I
was
was
talking
coming out.
smack. Yeah, we'll talk smack about you though. This man, in the space of less than a week, he's gonna make the face. This is why I do the cleaning. He decided he was gonna like clean his floor in his office, and my vacuum cleaner is down right
All right,
now.
hold on.
Okay, here we go. It's on.
It is.
Taking the gloves off. Here we
The
go.
gloves are off. You have never met anyone in your life like this one who can blame anything on anyone, no matter what.
But you broke it, baby.
You started this, so
But
I'm
you
gonna vent.
broke it.
So here's the deal.
I wasn't gonna be mean, but now
I don't vacuum.
No, you don't.
Okay, I have not used that vacuum more than twice, each time being 30 seconds since we've moved here.
Right, but do you want to
Yet
say
somehow the bottom of the vacuum got clogged up. Okay.
Okay.
Clogged up to the point that it broke. Now, I went and grabbed the vacuum from where she keeps it, took it into my office, my 100 square foot office, which is hardwood floor, and ran it for 20 seconds because there was dog hair in there. Okay. Then I went and put it away. You're welcome. Where it belongs. The next day, this one's out there cussing. And I'm at work. I'm in my office. I'm working.
Mind
and
you,
she's
pause.
cussing
No,
out
pause.
there.
You have to know. I take that vacuum cleaner apart. It's one of those cordless ones. I take it apart and clean it, like completely apart, and take all the stuff out of it, like every couple vacuums. And then every vacuum, I take it out and empty like the main parts, like the bin and the brush. Okay. So I don't know what happened. I know that Frankie has had a tendency to like try to like vacuum up like I don't know rocks with it practically, and I'm like it's not made.
All
for
I know is
that.
I got blamed for the vacuum being
All
broken.
of a sudden I go to use it and it like won't work. I take it all apart. The whole thing is like broken. And I'm like, what the heck? So I was like, it was working fine.
I'm not even convinced
Anyway,
it was working when I used it. I may have just pushed hair around on my floor.
No, it was working because it worked when I first turned it on, and then it got mad. And I was
But
like,
here's the thing: I hear this cussing going on out there, and finally I'm like, pause what I'm doing. I walk out there and I say something along the lines of, "Is there something I need to help with?" Because she's losing it out here, right?
Yeah.
And she immediately tears into me about using the vacuum and breaking it, and it's full, it's packed full of stuff, and I'm like, "There's no way I contributed more than 1% to what's in that vacuum."
It's not okay. First of all, you have to understand that I don't clean his office for a couple different reasons. Okay. Mainly because 90% of the time he's in there working, so I can't go in there and clean it. And he's still been kind of like unpacking and figuring out his life. So it's not able to be cleaned. Okay. So it's very possible that there was enough hair on that floor from the dogs over the last few months to like clog it in one shot.
I don't think that's likely.
I think it is likely.
And here's the thing.
But then, okay, so never that mind. I contacted the company because it was a new vacuum. They're sending me the replacement part for the thing, the brush, right? It's coming in like, I don't know what they said. I think it was like 10 to 15 days, right? So in the meantime, I have this little thing that I got that has like the little brushes, and you kind of just push it and it spins the brushes manually and it collects the hair and like debris. And it's not as good as vacuum, but it gets the job done, and I don't have to lug the big giant Dyson out that's really loud while he's working, and I can do the floors.
What's it called? Like a Swiffer?
It's not even a Swiffer. That's not,
Whatever.
but it's like a because the Swiffer is like the brand mop thing. So anyway, so Frankie comes out saying, "Where's the vacuum?" I'm like, "It's not working right now. I'm waiting on the replacement part." Well, Dad wants to use the thing. I said, "Well, he can take the Dyson out of the thing, or if he wants to thing off the vacuum, he can get on his hands and knees and do it like I did it.
Let me tell the other side of this story.
Frankie, of course, gives a very different version to Mike, right?
And I'm about to give a very different version than Frankie did. Okay.
Okay. So then he goes and gets my little, as Mike says, the Swiffer thing, right? And he's trying to figure out how to use it, which it's not rocket science, right? It's literally manually powered. And Frankie goes, no, you have to push down on it, which is true, you do, but you have to kind of push forward as you move it, and then the little things spin. Apparently, he pushed down on it so hard with 2 hands that he completely broke it. And I'm like, are you serious now? Like, just don't touch my cleaning stuff.
All right.
Randall, $20 super chat, vacuum fund, or a football for Sid to follow Mike around with.
All right. Thank you, Randall. The vacuum fund for sure, because here's the deal on the Swiffer. All right. First of all, let me all the way up. I did not know the vacuum was still broken. Okay. Didn't know there was a new vacuum on order. All right.
A replacement part.
All right. So when she was losing her mind about the broken vacuum and was unable to get it apart, I inserted myself and assisted.
Right.
I got a tool. I took it apart.
Yeah, we did.
I handed her and I handed her the part taken apart that she asked me to take apart, and I walked away. I never heard that it never got fixed. I could have looked at it again.
It's like stripped, like it's
right.
Yeah.
I could have looked at it again. All I know is from the moment where I thought I had helped and I then removed myself from the situation, I was never aware that it was still broken and that there were parts on order. Okay. So today,
that's not the point.
Well, no, but it's part of the point. Okay. It's part of the story. So today, Frankie comes home from school. She comes into my office. She says, hey, you cleaned your office, but your floor needs vacuumed.
So it's Frankie's fault.
Hold on. And I said, you know what, Frankie, go get me the vacuum. I will vacuum it right now. It's going to take 20 seconds. Okay. She comes back in. Dad, I have no idea where the vacuum is. I can't find it. I was like, really? I mean, it's always in the same spot. Maybe mom left it out, but mom's always the one yelling at us for leaving something out. Yeah. So are you sure you looked in the laundry room where it lives? So then she goes out, talks to mom. She comes back and she's like, Dad, the vacuum's broken. You're gonna have to use the Swiffer. I was like, the what? So she hands me this thing, right? And I looked at it and I recognized it. We had one at the old house. Yeah. I've seen it before. I understand the concept. It's wheel driven.
Use it here,
right? Yeah. So I grab it and I go like this, and the little Swiffers are not turning.
It doesn't go like this. You have to push it forward only.
So then Frankie says, Dad, no, you have to use 2 hands and you have to push down. Okay, now, okay. I have 2 strong hands. I'm 210 pounds. The handle of this thing is
not made for that amount of
at the very end where the handle meets the head. There's a little swivel thing right there. And the handle on the end of it has 2 pieces of formed plastic that slide over another piece of formed plastic and then have a plastic pin through them. Okay. Each of those pieces of plastic is about 3/16, maybe a quarter of an inch thick. I push down on it, a reasonable amount of pushing down, and snap.
I don't know if it was reasonable because I've
China.
used it many times.
Blaming it on China.
Anyway, bottom line is my floors are going to be very dirty for the next couple of weeks until my replacement part comes in.
We have lots of brooms and dustpans.
Yes, but it's not the same. It doesn't get it as clean with the dogs.
China.
Whatever. Anyway, so that's that's what Mike did this week.
That's all I did this week too.
No, that's not all he did. He killed a deer this week, and it's still sitting on ice.
Was that this week?
Wasn't it? Sunday? Yeah. No, Friday.
It was Saturday.
I don't know.
Whatever day. No, it wasn't this week.
Friday.
It was last week.
Was it Saturday? Sunday?
We're going with Saturday.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because I work on Fridays.
I was sick, so I don't remember what day it was. Half the time I don't know what day it is.
And then it rained Sunday after church. Yeah, it was definitely Saturday.
It rained Sunday?
Yeah.
I don't know. I was in bed.
Yeah.
So.
Anyway.
Oh, I have another vacuum. It's the big Dyson one, and it's a pain in the butt to lug upstairs, which is why I got this one in the first place. So, and it's the plug-in kind. So I have to like unplug it, go to the next room, unplug it, go. I hate it. It's annoying. Because you can't get
You're
everything.
spoiled.
You lug the Dyson upstairs and then tell me I'm spoiled. Go ahead.
Do you want my comeback to that? Or should we just stop?
Me.
Mhm.
Anyway. You know what's great about arsenic is you can't taste it in your food or drink.
Right. Bummer that she said
Anyway.
arsenic, because usually she talks about antifreeze,
I know.
which you can see.
Yeah.
That's why I'm drinking my water through a clear glass.
Yeah. The antifreeze you'd see. I put it in there.
Yeah.
Yeah. It would taste sweet too.
Yeah.
Anywho.
Yeah, I'm actually still working right now. I just took a break because I'm so backed up with admin. Admin work is the bane of my existence, honestly.
I know.
Yeah.
But isn't that like a big part of your job?
Yeah.
Anyway. He's in a mood, let me tell you. He's in a mood.
Yeah.
It's fine.
But
It's fine.
I'm behind. I'm buried. And so I'm probably, after this is over, I'll go log back in and work for another couple hours. Just, at some point I'll get caught up and then I'll
like
have a good
if
week.
you smell
or so.
almonds, run.
Yeah.
Right.
What does iocane powder smell like?
It's odorless and tasteless. Remember?
Great.
Excuse you, sir. Why did you just wake up and choose violence over here?
Yeah.
Like randomly.
Yeah, I've got 2 shop vacs.
Oh.
I mean, we have options. We could solve this problem if we wanted to solve this problem. That's all I'm saying.
No, I totally can. It's not because you don't understand. I vacuum the house 3 times a day. I vacuum the downstairs 3 times a day.
I at least see her do it daily. I don't know about 3 times.
I do it at least.
That's some OCD. Do you
I do
click
it
your
at
feet
least
once
twice.
the first time, twice the second time?
I do it.
I mean,
it depends. So I do it at
that's
least.
some next level OCD.
I do it at least twice because we have the dogs and the dogs shed constantly and it doesn't matter and there's always hairballs and drives
Which
me crazy.
cracks do you step on and not step on? I'm just curious.
I know which pillow I put over your face. But I do. I vacuum 3 times a day. So I'm constantly doing the floors. Like even today, I vacuum and mopped, and then I Swiffered again with the thing that's not a Swiffer. We're gonna call it a
Not
Swiffer
anymore.
now.
You don't.
Well, now I can't.
I broke it.
So now I'm so now that means every time I want to be cleaning, I have to lug the big vacuum in, and that's just not.
I haven't broke a tractor in a while though. Although I did find out today that the side-by-side is in a little worse shape than I thought it was.
Yeah.
So it's still at the shop.
That's all right.
They're pulling the head off of it.
That sounds I don't know, intense.
To a mechanical person, it's just taking the top off the motor, exposing the cylinders and pistons.
I get you. MT Homestead, Auntie Ann, hello. Sorry, I know. Attack of Bunk. Oh, there he goes again. Jeez. Hey, sir, why are we choosing violence?
Nah.
It's because he slept all day.
Tim with Ridge Life. What's up? Yo, Bambi Killer.
Ow.
Your device is going to restart and update outside of business hours or active hours. Yeah.
We're going to just make that go away. There we go.
I would laugh if you'd accidentally clicked restart now.
Yeah, that would have been not good. It would have been a really short live.
Right?
Game over. So yeah.
Tim from Ridge Life is in the house. Ridge Life.
You got rice on the ridge? Lice on the ridge? I don't know.
I don't know. Sorry about that, dude.
Yeah.
Ruby.
He's got 14 channels now.
Mm-hmm.
He's got, let's see.
I wasn't even subscribed to one of them. I was watching.
Well, one of them's brand new.
I was watching his video that he put out yesterday.
Yeah.
About the changes on the ridge and so moving into a trailer.
He's got regular Ridge Life. He's got reviews and how-tos. He's got lessons from the ridge.
Lessons from the Ridge is the one that I just found out about yesterday.
No, you used to listen to that all the time.
It's new though. Is it not new?
No, I don't think that one's new.
Hey, Tim, tell me what I subscribed to yesterday. You had 125 people on that channel, and I realized I wasn't subscribed to it, and I subscribed.
I'm that's
yesterday
afternoon. We used to listen to on Sundays when he would.
Which channel was that? Oh, Ramblings. Oh, dude, Ramblings. That's what it was.
Rambling.
Yeah.
Which is what he's doing right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There we go.
See,
Problem
yeah, I was
solved.
like, I think lessons from the ridge was.
Don't even come back up here. You're done.
No.
Yep, he's done.
He's just a little. He slept all day, and so now he's like, "What's up?"
Oaks in the house. Outdoor adventures with Carrie.
Wow, look at
Yeah.
that. David from Hood's Custom Shop. What's going on?
So yeah, there's stuff's getting broken around here. I mean, it wouldn't be Three Mississippi if we weren't breaking some stuff, right?
That's true.
That's
true.
I mean,
but I think I'm gonna have a new rule that like nobody's allowed to touch my cleaning stuff.
That's an awesome rule.
Well, because you stole my Lysol wipes.
I love that.
Do you know where I found my Lysol wipes?
Mike, you're not allowed to clean.
Well, you already don't clean, so it's not like a.
How did I break all the things that I broke? Trying to clean.
I think.
I don't think you realize when I do help. I think you just like he never does.
No, I mean you help, but that's not like really your area.
You're 100% right. It's not my area.
It's not your area. So then sometimes it's like just don't touch it. It's fine. You don't have the gentle touch. Like I don't know. You have to be gentle. Gentle with it.
I just think you like weird cleaning gadgets.
Well,
and they're cheaply made.
You know what? I'll tell you what. I challenge you to break the toilet pole brush. Then give it your all. Go ahead, scrub the toilets. I'll give you that one. It's my least favorite one. You can do that. I bet you can't break it.
I don't want to. I mean, look, what's wrong with a broom and a mop? A well-made broom that's never going to break.
Because I can't
and a mop and a mop bucket that goes like this.
Okay, I can't get.
I have one.
Okay, cool. Nice for you.
In the shop.
Cool for you. I cannot.
I could teach you how to use it.
Listen, mister, I have a mop thing.
You have a mop thing?
Yes, a mop thing.
It's a gadget.
It's not a gadget. It's a mop.
It's not a mop.
It's a mop.
It's not a mop.
Listen.
It's not a mop. If it has a pad, a replaceable pad on it instead of stringing down like this, it's not a mop.
But I could put that in the washing machine.
Okay.
And then, like, it scrubs the floor versus the mop just kind of swirls things around. You
have to bear down on it.
Which is why you broke my thing.
Hey, it's got to be well made.
I'm just saying. You know what else? I feel like, first of all, with a broom, you cannot like broom your couch. I can't get the dog hair off the couch with a broom. I need the vacuum.
Okay.
So you can't.
We have a top of the line Dyson vacuum that I don't think's been used since we moved here.
That is not true. I used it for.
Because we used the weird gadget.
I think you don't understand life. I think I lugged that vacuum up and down stairs so many times, and I was afraid. I almost fell down the stairs a couple times trying to lug it up with me because I lost my balance. But I finally ordered the other one. I've only had that one for 2 months, which is
Can I interrupt for a second? I think it was Old Man on a Mission. Somebody a minute ago asked if anybody in here had a good recipe for fish sticks. I think it was fish sticks or fish patties. So if y'all
come on, Homesteading. What's going on, David?
Come on, Homesteading's in the house.
Yeah,
man, I haven't talked to him in a minute.
Oh no.
I've been too busy. Well, shooting straight. So, just kidding.
If you haven't gone and checked out Come on Homesteading's channel, you should, because you can watch him not shoot straight all day long.
Yeah, no, actually,
just kidding.
I hadn't. I have not corresponded with David in a few days.
Oh, he says he's been sick.
What's going on? Oh, you've been sick. Sorry to hear that, man. I was actually sick the last 2 weeks, and then I got Sid sick, so now she's sick. But she's been sick in the head since I met her. So
that's what you get.
Yeah. Anyway.
Fish sticks. You were talking about fish sticks, and then I derailed you because I said hi to David.
I think I covered it. If you think you make awesome fish sticks or fish patties or whatever, scroll back in the messages and figure out. I think it was Old Man on a Mission that was asking about that. Shoot him a message and give me a recipe. I've done my daily duty.
Well, good for you. You get a gold star.
Yeah. Um, I think we're going to try to get Frankie a deer this weekend. I think that's the goal. The weather should be permitting. Last weekend, we had a really good day, and Frankie was on a field trip. She has too much of a social life to deer hunt.
Well, that wasn't really a
what
social
it
life.
boils
That
down to.
was her FFA officer's thing.
Right, right. So
I
that's
don't know if
like
that counts
it's
as
like
a
an after
social
school
life.
activity, FFA. Um, so it seems like something always comes up where um, she doesn't get the opportunity to join me in the deer blind, and the couple times that she has, the conditions just were a bummer. One day we got fogged out. Another day the wind changed and was blowing right towards the food plot, and it's just so.
Oh, breaking news. Ridge Life says Auntie Anne says that he can start going live on Tuesdays at 7 p.m. You got permission from Auntie Anne?
Tuesdays at 7 p.m.
Nice.
Okay. All right. We'll have to make that work.
23 hours before us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, it's been a minute since you've done any regular lives, huh? Ridge Life Tim. Ridge Life Tim. Ridge Life. I'm seeing Ridge Life and saying Ridge Life, even though. But that's fine because people in here don't know who Tim is. At least they know who I'm talking to when I say Ridge Life.
That's true. Oh, he says it's been 7 months since he did a live.
Wow.
Holy moly.
Wow.
It's a minute.
Yeah, it is.
That's gosh, I don't think we've ever gone that long without doing a live.
Not since we started doing lives regular. Probably even the first time we did a live just to see what this is all about. It wasn't 7 months before we did it
I
again.
don't think so.
Yeah. Well. Hey, look, man, you got your work cut out for you now. You're on a path, that you have at least chosen in some ways, or have agreed to, and it's a path you're on. So.
Did I miss something? David
let's.
was brave enough to move to Havana? I'm confused. I don't know what you mean.
No, David didn't move.
I'm confused. I don't know. Drew's lens, what's going on? What's crack-a-lacking?
But I do know how to use my tractor. Okay, David. Yeah.
David's snapping him back.
Yeah, he's fighting back a little bit over there. That's cool. I don't blame him. It's all right.
Oh, Randall, $10 super chat says to say hi to Drew for Randall. So there you go, Drew.
Hello, Drew, from Randall.
From Randall.
Um,
You're driving. You're texting and driving. Stop. You're gonna get in trouble.
Yeah. Because I'll sell you one of them. You got to come get it.
You're not gonna drive it.
I'm not going to deliver
He's
it.
like down the road. No.
Yeah, I don't know how fast they go wide open on the road, but not as fast as a car. It'll take a minute to get somewhere.
Come on, says, I mean, if Mike can call that little thing a tractor.
Oh.
Damn. That's going straight for Kenny's manhood right
Dude,
there.
no, he wasn't even talking about Kenny. That's fine if you want to talk smack about the 25 horsepower,
No, I think that's
Kubota.
what David's referring to because that's the one
we were talking about the Ford.
No, he's talking about the one that you broke.
Oh yeah. The large lawn, the lawn tractor that I broke by Kubota. Yeah. I get it, man. It's on a small side. But hey, hopefully it's what I thought he has 2 tractors and 2 lawnmowers. I have, yeah, exactly. That's what. Okay, I see where you went there. I see what you did there, David.
No, that
the
was
2 blue
Tim
ones,
that said that.
or I'm sorry, Tim. The 2 blue ones are tractors, and the yellow one and the orange one is what he's calling the lawnmower.
Lindsay's in the house now too. Lindsay's going to be, and I guess Drew is not, but Lindsay is going to be on Brian's Vineyard Farmhouse tonight. Later.
Who's Lindsay? Where are we at?
That's okay. You don't know the things. It's
What I miss? There's somebody in our circle that I don't know.
Yes, Jennifer, I did tell Mike that will need his assistance.
Jennifer. Oh, Jen.
But lately.
Oh, with the stock, man.
I think that's what.
In fact, I think Will texted me yesterday about something else, and I never texted him back. Come to think of it, I looked at it. I said, I'm gonna have to get back with him, and then I never did. I don't even remember what it was. A ladder. He was looking for a ladder.
I don't know.
Oh, all right. Well, Jen, tell him sorry. I was busy, and I'll text him back.
Oh, and to lift the washer onto the pedestal.
Oh, yeah.
That's the first I heard of that.
That's the first I heard of that. Yeah, we'll have to figure out when we can get over there. Yeah, you guys can work it out.
You guys can work it out.
Just, yeah.
He was looking to see if you had a long ladder. I can tell you this: the ladder that I have is not tall enough to reach the top of your house. I can tell you that.
And
Randall says $5 super chat. Hi, Lindsay, just to confuse Mike.
Oh, cool.
Drew's lens is like Drew and Lindsay.
Oh, okay.
That's why I made the comment of I don't know if Drew's gonna join her on the live, but
okay.
Does that make sense?
It does.
It takes him a minute sometimes.
I don't know if I ever would have known that.
Yeah, I don't know if that's because you're you, honey.
I don't know if I've been exposed to a situation in conversation that would have led me to know that.
Sometimes you don't pick up on things though when it comes to stuff like that. He's not good at that.
Okay. When you say he, you mean me? So you were talking to me and then you shifted who you were talking to mid-sentence?
To the people. So like here's here's the thing. Like I'll say like, okay, let's say there's somebody named John. Okay. Let's say we know a couple of Johns, right? And I'll say something about John. I always have to say whoever their spouse or their dog or what they drive or something else to signify like what that like which person it is, right?
John's a common name.
Yes. The problem is that Mike still will mix them all. It's like it takes him a long time to like really figure out who people are in relationship to other things.
Trust me, I'm still trying to figure out who you are.
I know. That's the whole thing. I like seriously. So it just really is a struggle bus for him. Like I really have to like overly explain who people are. And those are people that he sees on a regular basis. So internet friends, it's even harder for him to understand like who a YouTuber is sometimes unless he's had like direct contact with them.
Anthony, I have 2 deer. One in the freezer, one in the cooler. One of them was a 5-point that was what would be considered a legal buck as far as antler spread, but it was still a young deer. And the other one was a spike. So that was my only buck that I can take that's that small.
Oh, Tim wants to know if you're up for trout fishing with him and David.
Oh, that's a conversation we can definitely have. I used to go trout fishing up in the Eastern Sierras every year for a long time, like for 15 years. Haven't been since Frankie was a ute.
Yeah,
very youngster.
Teeny tiny.
She was probably 3 last time we went. I do enjoy trout fishing. I don't know how I'm going to find time to trout fish, but we're not talking till spring probably.
Hello, Mike. I'm Tim from Ridge Life Ramblings, Ridge Lessons, and Ridge Life Reviews and How-Tos.
Yes, that's just too much to remember.
It's quite a resume there.
That's just too much to remember. I mean, if your name was Ridge, then I could probably remember all these things. But with a name like Tim and then all this Ridge stuff, I don't know how I'm going to remember that, dude. I don't know.
Oh, Randall, I'm sorry.
What's Randy got to say here? Bet the broke tractor. Worst Mike did. Broke one in half. Lifted the front end loader over the frame.
Pulling stumps out. Chain broke. Front end came down hard.
Yeah. Yeah. My tractor is not big enough to try to do that kind of work with.
Alex, your trout up there is almost salmon. It's like
Up in Canada?
Up in Canada.
Well, he's talking about speckled trout.
I know, but
Yeah.
still, it's like.
But I don't know where in Canada he is, but I mean, I'm sure he's got brook trout. I'm sure he's got, I don't know about golden trout, but he's probably got cutthroat trout. He's probably got browns. Probably got rainbows.
Anthony, he says the SIP is so overpopulated with deer. We're working to unpopulate it. Don't worry. David, $5 super chat for new attachments for tractor from Walmart toy department.
All right, bro. I'm gonna give you that one. I'm gonna take that $5 and I'm gonna give you that one.
Oh, that's a good one.
That was not a shot fired over the bow. That was a torpedo at the keel line.
That was a good one. That was a good one. I enjoyed that quite a bit.
Mm-hmm.
That was a good
Yeah.
one. That made me feel better. That's for breaking my vacuum and stuff, mister.
All right.
Yeah.
All
Okay.
right.
Yeah. Cindy Brown, what's going on?
So anyway, I'm back to Frankie, and this weekend.
Oh yeah.
She's got nothing scheduled for Saturday, and the weather looks like it should be good. So my plan is to get her in the deer blind Saturday morning, and then if necessary, also Saturday evening.
David says, "I love you, Mike."
Yeah, it's all good, bro. But I'd love to see. You can drop her off with me. No.
Well, no,
Jen,
she has to go deer hunting.
She has to go deer hunting. She doesn't have to. She wants to, and it has to happen. Like I have to be with her. So it can't be like while she's supposed to be at school or while I'm supposed to be at work. There are limited mornings and evenings where we're both available, and we got to get her some time in that deer blind. We do have a little bit longer deer season than some people. Being if you hunt your own land in Mississippi, you can hunt primitive rifle season with rifle of choice. So for most people in Mississippi, North Central, deer season is over January.
Paul says to call you Demolition Man because you keep breaking stuff.
Nice. You call me that. That's right. Demo Man. For most people, I think deer season is over January 18th, but January 19th through the 31st is archery and primitive rifle. So Frankie can continue to hunt through January 31st on our own property with a deer rifle. So we do have time to get her first deer this year while she's still 12.
Yeah.
That's a big accomplishment to get your first deer, at 12 years old.
Oh,
so.
David said he's making a Florida trip on the 22nd. Might stop by on the way back. Yeah,
100%, dude.
Yeah.
Definitely. And give us an idea of approximately when your return trip's going to be so we can plan something. Well, something simple. But, yeah.
Maybe we can help David shoot straight and get a deer.
Maybe I'll teach you how to shoot, bro. Yeah.
You can take a deer bag with him.
Yeah.
Randall, $5 super chat. Knowing Mike, buy 2 of what David says. Double up, Swabby.
Ooh, buy 2. Well, yeah. What else have I broken lately? I haven't.
List.
No.
I don't think you can go. He's always been accident prone to breaking things. He's very capable of stuff.
I don't think that's accurate. I think that I just do stuff. I do more than most people, and that means that things happen.
But I think sometimes you're because he's like a rough and tumble guy. He's rougher on things that can't be used roughly, and then they break. And it's like.
And that's part of my plan, so they can be replaced with something that can handle real use. That's what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
You're gonna try to break me so you can replace me.
Oh, who said that? Winchester 3030 is my all-time favorite. Steve C.
David says maybe he can show you how to use your lawnmower.
All right, I'm gonna ignore that. Steve, I love a Winchester, specifically Model 94. 30-30 as well. I have one. I've probably killed more deer with it than I have any other rifle, and I agree. It's a great rifle.
Yeah.
Needs a tool belt full of duct tape. Well, not only duct tape. I mean, you got to have some tie wire in there and some zip ties too.
Yeah.
You know.
Auntie Anne says you just don't know your own strength.
That's right. Yeah.
If you're not breaking stuff, you're not working. Both.
That's right.
Yeah.
You know, get her done.
I guess. I don't know, dude.
I mean, when's the last time I broke a, 24-ounce waffle-headed Vaughn?
I don't even know what that is.
Somebody in here does. I'm just saying, if you got a good tool that's made for the job, you're not going to break it. If you got China, you might break it.
That's aggressively loud. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Or you're driving a lawnmower and calling it a tractor.
Okay. All right. I give you that one. I know. I thought that was brilliant.
Yeah.
I'm not allowed to do any cleaning because I broke stuff.
So for a while, when we back way back, we lived in an apartment, and I had just a couple little figurines and stuff of flamingos, and I had this cow figurine. He didn't like them, and he made it known that he didn't like them, and he ended up them all over the period of a short period of time. And I was like, I don't understand how these keep breaking. He's just like,
all right. First of all, regardless of whether or not I like something, I would not break something.
I don't think you did it on purpose, but I also think that you just sometimes.
But let's talk about how Sid positions things.
He says I set booby traps. I don't think
all the time.
I don't think that's accurate.
The entire house is a booby trap.
You're screaming at me.
I'm telling you guys, I feel like I am in 1968 woods of Vietnam, walking through my house. I'm looking for punji stick holes. I'm like,
stop it. Listen.
She sets traps.
I do not. Listen.
And you open a cupboard and something breakable leaps out at you, and you got to duck it like a ninja. No, okay. And then when it hits the floor and breaks, it's your fault because you open the cupboard.
That is your child because Frankie's job is to unload the dishwasher and put the dishes away. They're on the counter when they're clean. And so she has taken to stacking cups for some reason in the weirdest ways. And so a couple times now I'm like, really, Frankie, don't do this. And she still continues to do it. So I might have to, I don't know, beat her. I don't know. Allegedly.
Allegedly beat her?
Allegedly.
Sid likes to put things on the edge. We'll just say on the edge.
I do not.
I promise you. Everything I have broken.
Live it on the edge right now.
Maybe.
I'll be like, good grief.
Living on it.
I'm telling you.
Running the overdrive.
I don't know. Yeah. So anyway, hopefully Frankie will get her first deer this weekend. That'd be great. I'll probably by then have more sausage that I have to make. Or have you decided, am I making more sausage or am I making something else? Or am I making Italian? I don't know.
Once I break down that deer that's in the cooler right now, we know
how much,
what's the total weight.
Yeah.
Then we can have a conversation about. I do want to pull some of the rounds out of the back legs aside for jerky. But then the question is going to be, okay, out of what we have there, do we want to can any of it? Because there's not enough meat in that deer to do too many different things.
Right.
So if we want any canned deer meat on the shelf, we should probably do it out of this deer.
Okay, that's fine. That's a you problem then. Yeah. David says, when is the deer season over in our area? The end of this month.
Yeah, January 18th. It's over for most people. Primitive rifle and archery through the 31st. But if you're a landowner, primitive rifle, you can use your own normal deer rifle. So for landowners, it's January 31st. Yeah. Who brought the beer and ice cream?
Beer floats.
And what did I miss? This is a spar match, dude.
Yeah. He's breaking my stuff. David thinks his tractor's a toy. Mike says David can't shoot straight, and Tim is just poking both of them.
That's pretty accurate. That is pretty accurate. Yeah. I have the best recipe ever for venison summer sausage. If you don't have a tried and true one. So I don't have a tried and true one. I've never made venison summer sausage, but I intend to this year. So um, yeah, I'd love to look at your recipe. I was just gonna like go online, go on Google and look at 5 different summer sausage recipes, take the similarities between them that obviously have to be followed, and then just kind of pick the other things about it that I like. That's generally what I do if I want to make
Wait,
something I've
David,
never made
your
before.
deer season's only 5 days. He said he only had 5 days by the time he got set up and seen up. He saw a mountain lion on cam today.
It's hard to say. Tim gets blamed for stirring the pot. Yeah.
He's a pot stirrer.
Oh, old man on a mission sent you his
And
summer
I sent them
sausage
to you
recipe.
ages ago because I was not
That's
involved.
right.
I forwarded it to you ages ago.
You know what? Hopefully the words summer sausage was in the subject line.
Probably.
Because I'll go back and find those. Because like I said, I've never made summer sausage, and now that I have the ability to, I want to.
Tim's like, what?
Huh?
Me? Never.
Yeah. But yeah, hopefully we get. I think we want 2 more deer, and hopefully Frankie gets them both. That would be really good. And I'd be happy if they're both does or like one really young buck and a doe. Frankie can kill all 3 of Frankie's bucks can be not of legal hardened antler size because she's a Ute under 15. So, but I know Frankie wants to kill something that's got something's a wall hanger.
David said he was late to the hunting party this year, too busy doing stuff on his real tractor.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure he's got
Old
it.
Man on a Mission.
I'm sure he's got it.
I'm sure I have it because I remember her forwarding it to me. It was before we moved. It was quite a while ago.
Yeah.
I remember Sid forwarding it to me. And I never delete anything out of unless it's trash out of my email. So
you're trash.
Oh. I'm sure I'll be able to find it.
I'm 12.
Yeah.
I can't help it.
Yeah, I hope Frankie gets a nice buck too. It's not that I'm not trying to teach her to be a trophy hunter. I'm specifically trying to teach her not to be a trophy hunter. But also recognize the fact that's right. But also recognize the fact that, hanging a trophy on the wall does not make you a trophy hunter. So it's perfectly okay to hang a trophy on the wall as long as you weren't putting all your efforts into hunting only that specific trophy, and the only reason you were hunting it was for the trophy. So I think she's got it on right about deer hunting and about,
has a crush on Uber, his tractor. No, $5 super chat. Send David pics of your deer. It'll make him feel better. Tim told me that. Yeah, those two are always swapping pictures back and forth of like their hunts and their stuff like that.
Yeah. First deer needs to be mounted to remember it for life.
Hey, I didn't break the side by side, Thomas. Nope. I did not break it.
No.
100% not me.
So side by side, you can't get it to start, and so we send it to the shop, and it's just not maintaining compression. So they got to pull the head and see if it's got a stuck compression ring on the piston, which would make sense because the previous owner didn't use it. It sat for a long time. So if you know anything about combustion engines, that piston goes up and down inside of a cylinder, and when the piston slides to the top of the cylinder, it's compressing, blowing the piston back down, and all this happens. Timing is involved if you have multiple cylinders, but
It's
the
always about
rings
timing.
that go around that piston are for different things and having to do with oil pickup, and then but the most important for this topic
Oh, I hope
is
we're
the
not
compression
glitching.
ring at the top, and that.
Uh-oh, it's buffering. People are saying it's.
Oh yeah. Oh.
Hold on. It's okay. It's okay. I think it's okay though now. I think it was just. I don't know. Let's see.
That's right. That was a boring conversation about
Yeah.
internal
Come
combustion
on,
engines.
says I have a real deer on the wall. Mike steers like his tractor, a little undersized.
Ooh. Who said
Dang,
that?
David. Oh.
Man. Okay. I'm gonna let it slide because it was David. If that had been somebody else, I'd be like, oh, okay, we're about to dance. But David's quite witty tonight. I think David said he's been sick, so he's been saving it. He's been laying around recovering, saving up
Okay.
his
Thanks,
smart Alex
thanks, Anthony.
and his wittiness, and he's just letting it all out right now.
Oh, he said he loves you, Mike. That was for Randall. It was like quite the like weird bromance happening. Like, I don't know. I feel like I should just like step out of the room and let you men have your moment. I don't know.
So Oak says it's good now, but it comes and goes on the buffering. That's weird.
Somebody said it had something to do with their Windows update. I don't know.
Because our network is super strong
It's
right
happy
now.
right now. It's not on my side. It says it's fine.
I actually ran an Ocola, whatever, speed
Okololo.
test on our network a few hours ago because I was curious. We have 900 megabits per second upload speed. That's absurd.
Wow, that is absurd.
Yeah.
Well, they do tout it as the fastest internet in the US. This particular internet.
And we're not paying extra for that. It's funny in California. I don't remember what the baseline was, but if you wanted more, you could pay like an extra $30 a month, and you could get like an extra 50 down and an extra 10 up, right? And I don't remember what we were paying, but we were up in a pretty high tier.
Yeah.
And we had 100 down that was never 100.
Yeah.
It was like 70 to 90, but which is still fine. But we had 100 down and 30 up for whatever we were paying, and it was a lot. And out here, we have about 400 down and 900 up, which is crazy.
Yeah.
Like, I don't even.
It's super fast.
Yeah,
It's
I don't
way
even
fast,
understand
and
that.
it's way cheaper than it was.
Oh yeah.
Before.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh shizzle.
Cox claims to be the fastest in the U.S.
Yeah, I've heard. Yeah, they do. I think they all claim that, but this one out here, like legit, like I heard them say like they got awarded that, which I've never heard anybody, like any other companies, say that before. And they didn't even. They kind of, it was like in passing on their thing, and I was like, huh. And then I was like, when he said that, I was like, oh yeah, I guess they really are, because I've never seen speeds like that. But
yeah, I mean, they exist. You can get them through, like big businesses that do like data housing and stuff. But the average residential connection, most providers would throttle that back because it's not necessary.
David says that he's on cold medicine for 7 days. Nothing I say tonight will hold up in court of law.
That's perfect.
There you go.
Yeah.
I can hear anything. I don't know if that's supposed to say I can't hear anything. I don't know.
I don't know, but how many beers have you had, Jen?
Probably all of them. I don't know.
So, what else are we doing this week? I'm really hoping to make some progress on the chicken coop.
That would be amazing.
So if let's say Frankie and I hunt until
in the morning or whatever.
8:30 Saturday morning, then we get a good solid half day, like a good 5 hours of work done on the chicken coop before the afternoon hunt. That would be great. And then if we get a little bit of time in on Sunday also, we can make some real progress. I'd like to get to where the brooder is completed before we're trying to brood Cornish.
Okay.
I'd like to brood them in the brooder, not in some makeshift thing, because
That would be, yeah, that's the idea.
Yeah.
That's the idea. That's the idea.
So if I can get the floor done in the area of it that's got a floor, and then which in order to get the floor done, or rather, and then also the roof. In order to get the roof done, I got to frame some walls up because top plates are going to sit on top of those in order for then the rafters. But I feel like a couple of days work, I can get all that done.
Yeah, and then when David comes to visit, he can stay out there.
You're sleeping in the chicken
Just
coop, dude.
kidding. Just kidding.
Yeah.
Y'all can have a sleepover out there. It'll be great. Alabama girl says, "How y'all like Mississippi?" She lives outside Tuscaloosa. We love it. We love it out here.
We do.
So we're very happy with our decision. No regrets.
No regrets.
No regrets. So
now, depending on her mood, Frankie will give you a different answer to that
but
from one day to the next.
Yeah, but she's like a teenager, and that strictly depends on boys at school or girls at school or what, you know what I mean? So
right.
Yeah, that's basically strictly on that from what I can tell. Excuse me. 5-minute warning. Yeah, you got to get better. Come on, because by the time you make it back out here, I don't want to be getting sick again. You better be better by then.
This thing, I've talked to people in California that had the same symptoms. I think this thing is it's going around.
It wasn't that bad though.
No, it wasn't that bad. It was
at least the whatever we had wasn't that bad.
Yeah, whatever I had.
I mean, he could have the vid. I have no idea.
But I could have. I mean, I've had so much worse. This was an annoying cough, but none of the like the flu-like symptoms where you're none of that. So just kind of some chest congestion.
Cashbook said, "Mike, no more cooking videos." We haven't done a lot of cooking videos in the last year, I guess. We just cooking videos are hard because like they're very specific and they're really hard to film, believe it or not, and they don't seem to land as well with people a lot of times. And so it's better to kind of include that in something else than to have it be its own video a lot of times. So it just kind of depends.
We have had we've had some decent success with including some cooking in something else we were shooting. But part of this world that we're in is analyzing videos that you've posted, how well they do, how they land with your audience, and then the ones that do well, learn from that, and use that information to help guide you down the road of the content that you're next creating. And like she said, the cooking video dedicated to cooking just doesn't tend to land well with enough of our audience.
Unless you have like a cooking, like that's like your leg that you stand on, then like
right, if you have a cooking channel.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. But anyway. Yeah, so it's just like it's just not that. I don't know if we're gonna be making it to MT's meetup. We're just not sure yet. We haven't even really had a chance to talk about it yet. Things have been a little like with him being sick, me being sick, him still working, like it just so we just really haven't even talked about it yet. And then like I said, I might be having to go to California in April. So I don't know, since that's in May, it's kind of going to be kind of back to back. I don't know how well that's going to work out. We'll have to see. And I don't have the dates yet.
Hey, Thomas, the answer to that is by not being a shallow person, which you clearly are. So good luck with your endeavors.
Oh, I missed something. Anyway, it's time for us to go anyway. Full Blown Country up next, and then you got MT Homestead at 8:00. Go yell at Mike and Terry. And my voice is getting worse. I can tell now that I've been talking so much.
Right.
And then after that, you got Lindsay Into the Mist.
Who, by the way, folks, is Drew's other half.
There you go. See,
ask me how I know.
He's asking because my wife told me. That's how. Anyway. So make sure you go check them out tonight on Vineyard Farmhouse with Brian. And I'm apparently about to have a coughing fit.
Yeah, you're about to lose it.
We'll see you all next time. Bye.